Hi, this is Max, the PI guy from MIS Research Group, and today I'm going to be talking about surveillance prep. Specifically, what is it, what's included in it, and what investigators should be looking at when receiving these reports. The principles of what I talk about can apply to many different types of cases. Okay, but for some of the data that I talk about, you have to have a permissible purpose to get that data. Now, I do a lot of workman's comp fraud cases, and this video is with that perspective. Before I get started, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. The prep is exactly what it sounds like. It's the research you do before any surveillance case. Every company should have a standard method of collecting the data, which is then provided to the investigator in a report or several reports. As a part of the prep, at a minimum, you're going to have the comp report, which includes, among other things, current and past residences, associations the subject may have, and so on. You're going to get a vehicle report, which will include vehicles registered to the person and or the residence, and then you're going to get a pre-surveillance report. The pre-surveillance report is a compilation of specifically selected data from different sources, such as the reports I just mentioned, along with any other searches that may be relevant to the case, such as public records, social media accounts, other internet research, and so on. The pre-surveillance report specifically should include, at a mere minimum, the client provided info, the subject's photo, the name, description, associated vehicles, social media accounts, and any other online research. So in essence, before you start any case, you should have all the information you are legally allowed to have in the prep. It is important that the investigator go through all the information and truly understand it. The investigator should read through all the information to determine things like what is fact, what is possibly a fact. That's right, you're not only given factual information, especially when it comes to the comp report. Now, it has a lot of details, but it is a lead, nothing more. It should never be treated as complete fact. Even if you do a search about one person, you may get results of several different people. And it's your job to decipher what's what. For the vehicle report, in my experience, they are generally very accurate. For the pre-surveillance report, it should be clearly stated within the report how the information was retrieved and or if it was confirmed. Understanding the reports will give you an understanding of the subject of your investigation. Now, why is it so important? Well, let me give you an example. Every PI loses their subjects from time to time. Having all the information can actually help you relocate that subject in one example. You followed the subject for a few hours and you lost them in an area where they have a relative. Now, if you didn't read the comp report beforehand, you're not going to know they have a relative there. Now, you know they have a relative there and you're driving around, you're close by. What's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to drive by that house, by that residence, by that area to be able to see if the vehicle's there. And then you're going to go search other areas. Now, this is, of course, assuming you don't have any other information that tells you he or she is most likely at a different place. But if you didn't have that information, if you did not read that information, you are not going to even think to check that house. In conclusion, one of the most important things an investigator can do is knowing their prep inside out. Although I said there should be a standard method for compiling the prep, a good agency or investigator will also adapt to the situation and get other data that may not be standard through the course of the investigation, whether it's in the prep stage or in the surveillance stage. If you want to call yourself an investigator, this is a start. Showing up, following, documenting, that does not make you an investigator. You are called an investigator for a reason. Prep, intuition, continuing research while on site, and adapting to the dynamic changes in the field is what makes a good investigator, a true investigator. To quote many before me, knowledge is power. If you like this video, please click the like button. And if you like these types of videos, please click the subscribe button so we can continue to create content like this. This is Max, the PI guy from MIS Research Group, and I thank you for tuning in. Please stay safe out there.